So, you want to learn how to fix a bad painting? Well, let me tell you. I also don't know how to fix a painting. But don't worry, we are going to figure it out together. Some artists will go out and they will paint for
hours on hours and hours.
Sometimes they will go back multiple days. I don't do that. I do 2 hours, maybe 3. Then my tootsies start to hurt. Also, the sun moves. I don't understand. The sun is moving. It moves every day. In 2 hours it moves. Sometimes I have shadows on one side of a painting that are wrong to the shadows on the other side of the painting. And it infuriates me. I don't understand how some can go stand outside for days at a time and do these paintings. How? Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that I was away in Japan recently. I was fortunate enough to do some painting while I was there. Also, a side note on Japan, because you've undoubtedly seen a lot of the content around it. All the food hacks and the food combinations, oh, you gotta try this, I tried that. And they're all just like combining 2 already good foods. I tried the viral chicken and pancake hack from 7-Eleven. It's like, yeah, it's chicken and pancakes. It's going to be why are you surprised? So, this is the painting, and I haven't looked at this since, that I want to fix. Not very good, right? Not good. Now, in reality, I could just say, spend more time on your paintings and that will make a better painting. That painting, if I was to spend a couple of extra hours on it, would become better, become more refined as it would naturally. But I don't think that's a lot of good to either of us. I want to actually learn how to create better paintings in the future. So we're going to look at it critically together and try and come up with some proper tips going forward that we can use to create better paintings. You're probably applauding at home, and I appreciate that. Why do I hit play before putting this on? Let us start at the beginning. Composition. This is the painting. What story is this composition telling? I'm going to put up a picture here. What story is this composition giving? Because to me, this looks like a quiet bar. Maybe it's late in the evening, not much is going on. I'm just going to play you a clip of me painting on the street there. Right?
Busy.
I want to accurately represent what was going on. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a couple more people into the picture. We're going to create the sense that it is a busy street, and we're going to do that by adding people. But we're going to add them in such a way that it frames the bar in the background, the restaurant. The next thing I want to do to enhance the story, to further the story, how many times can I say story? To further the narrative, these are underneath the train track. Train in the picture shows there are people on the train, it's a commute, it's busy. It feels more like Tokyo. This might be a quiet bar, but it's a backdrop to a bustling metropolis. We're rotating it from landscape to portrait, and we're going to show that train on the top, and maybe we'll pack it full of people to further the narrative. Hello and welcome back to another episode of I Wish I Knew What I Was Doing. Paintbrush that has been left in turpentine for a month. Fresh. Ew. Burnt sienna. Come here often. Nice and even. It looks like that paper you used to make as a kid where you'd get a piece of parchment and put it in like tea water. and then you'd burn the end so it looked like an old scroll or a treasure map. But then it would just lead to like your mum's kettle that you buried in the yard. She never liked that game. Normally I just eyeball this stage where I put a grid onto my canvas, but in the spirit of trying to be better, I'm going to use a ruler and split it into thirds. Thirds is good enough for me. You can go more. 11 inches. So, oh no. 3.6? Yeah, I am that smart. I've done this many, many times. They look straightish. What do you want, boy? Now I'm going to loosely draw my reference. Excuse me, chair. We have a good starting point for our painting. Now, we want to continue on to the best foot. Onto the best foot? We want to start off on the best foot. Put the best foot forward. Put the best foot... We want to do good painting. So what you want to do is you want to break it into large blocks of color, like I'm doing here. Now, you do this to create a sense of uniformity. You want your subjects of your painting to look like they belong in the same painting together. And then you can chisel away at them and define them more and more as you go forward. It's a good starting point rather than just going in, starting at the corner, mixing color. Okay, then next color. And then 20 years later, you've finally finished the whole painting. You want to attack the whole and then define it, I think. Like this. Oh, good. You're still here. No other stages from here. Go home. We're going to get a bristle brush, just like that one. And I'm going to, again, block in colors. And the colors that I'm going to mix are the median color of the thing. For example, the bridge, the overpass, the train tracks. I'm going to mix a nice earthy tone like I'm doing here. And then that whole overpass is going to get just a very loose, sketchy color. Maybe a little bit of variation, a little bit of differences. Where that street lamp is, for example, a little bit lighter there. This is the first stage. This is the bigger shape. No, wait. This is the slightly smaller shape than we just did. Again, breaking it down. Now we're going to start breaking down little bits of subjects. Let's see how it goes. Oh, look, I'm doing it right now. It's going really well, isn't it? I hope. Wow. That's either garbage or amazing. Look. Another costume change. Outfit change. It's not that this is taking me a long time to do, it's just I'm busy with other things. Realistically, I've probably spent an hour, maybe an hour and a half on this. Today is the day we're going to take this painting right here and make it something special. We hope! Now, from this point, the only bit of advice I have is to work down in brush and work up and down in value from the median color that you have. Create more variation. And then other than that, as I paint, I'll flick the camera on. I'll come up with some tips and tricks as I go, but let's go. A whole day of painting for Liam? I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, no, I am. Let's go. Yeah. I'm using this brush now. It's more of a filbert, I guess, is what you call it. It's not round, it's kind of flat, has a bit of a curve to it. A little bit smaller than the last one. It's allowing me to do the texture on the bricks. I'm starting to add the pattern. Gesture, add the brick pattern. It's coming this way. We're going to be moving back and forward, but I also thought that what I was doing, so here, for example, you have this kind of structure coming up, and you have the lamppost here. I'm using the background to define those. Previously, it was quite loose, a bit sketchy. Now, it's getting a little bit more refined. When I move down a brush, it's going to get more and more refined, hopefully. I haven't really figured out an interesting way to show you the painting process. I think it's pretty boring to just watch someone Oh no. It's pretty boring to watch a time lapse of a painting. So I'm just going to talk to you. I've been pretty inconsistent with these. I'm annoyingly busy most of the week, and so I really only get the weekends to do it, and on the weekends I want to do all the other stuff I enjoy doing. I know this isn't like a typical how to paint type video on YouTube, and the main reason is because I don't really know how to paint. This channel is going to be more about me approaching art from the standpoint of a beginner, and then hopefully you and I and whatever community I end up building, I'm fortunate enough to build, we can learn to paint together. All right, it is finally time. Small brush time. We are going to take this guy and flush out some of the details. You can spend more time with your brushes, you can add more details and more details, but in reality, I want to get to the point where I am creating the focus point of the painting. So that's what I'm doing. You let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this, if you're not enjoying this, and let me know how you think I can make it better, more fun, more interesting. I don't want to come across like a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I am but a student, and I much prefer coming across like we're in the same boat. Neither of us know what we're doing, and we're going to figure it out together, and we're going to try and improve together. So then any tips and tricks you have, I want to see them in the comments, and then they could make an appearance, or I could test them out in another video, and you know, we're going to build a community of people who want to learn how to paint and how to get better. Because we're going to hold each other accountable. I'm bad at this. I've been painting for a couple of years now, and I never seem to really improve. So maybe you and I, the one other person watching this, let's get better together. All right, so what do you think? This is the one we painted in Japan, and this is the one we painted in the studio. Did I improve this painting? I think so. Now, is this painting better because I spent more time on it? Yes. Is that the only reason? We did some other things, right? We changed the composition. It used to be landscape. It's portrait now. It captures more of the story. It tells a better story. We approach this painting with intention. What is the story we want to tell? How can we tell that story? This painting has a better story than the other painting. The way we approached this painting, it was a little bit more methodical. We broke it down into large shapes of color and then chiseled away until we were left with the details. We worked down from a big brush to a small brush. When I was doing that painting, I pretty much attacked it straight away with a small brush. And there is the pressure to start adding details. It's very rigid if you do it that way. This way was a little bit more flexible. Now, what do you think of my painting? Be kind. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see me doing. What do you want to learn with me together next time? Was this helpful? I feel like it probably was helpful for me. Thanks for joining me. Bye.